lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashbelle and this is my YouTube channel Beat by Belle. Thank you so much for joining me. If today is your first time watching one of my tutorials, welcome. It's lovely to have you. If you are a returning subscriber, as always, it's lovely to have you as well. And today I will be filming the look that is in the thumbnail for this video. So yeah, if you'd like to see how I achieved that look, do stay tuned. I am going to start by just brushing my eyebrows up, and I'm using this this Wet n Wild Mega Clear brow and lash mascara. It's basically just a clear gel, so I just want to start by setting my brows. Guys, so remember I cut half my brows off? Well, I have decided that I'm gonna grow them back. As you guys can see, it's like little hairs, and if you can't see them, but the hairs are growing back, sweetie, so they're a little unkempt. By little I mean a lot. Next, I am going to prime my under eyes. I'm just going to go in with this Liquid Camouflage by Catrice. And then I'm going to apply some of my Catrice eyelid primer. I'm just going to put some of that on my eyelids. And then I'm going to apply some of my favorite, my Revlon Rose Glow Primer. So I'm going to start with some color correcting. So if you guys can see, around my mouth is darker than the rest of my skin. Like, my skin tone is uneven here, so when I apply my foundation, sometimes it doesn't like give me the coverage that I'd like around my mouth, because this shade is different to this shade. So what I want to do is just take some concealer, and I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible concealer, and this is in the shade, is the right way, sorry, the L'Oreal Infallible concealer, and this is in the shade 338 Honey. So you guys will see it's slightly darker, or a lot darker than my skin tone. Also, my primers are nice and sticky now on my skin. They're not wet, because what you want to do is just wait for your primers to set nicely, because if you apply any product to your skin while your primers are still wet, it's just going to move around. It's not cute. So wait till your primers get sticky to dry. Okay, so I'm just going to apply a little bit of this. Go, and then I'm just gonna take a brush and do that. I used to use orange, but I find that orange is it just makes me orange. It's not as cute as when I use a brown concealer, so I'm gonna use the same concealer when I do my contour. And I also think that the key, or rather one of the important things when you are color correcting, is that you should start with a little bit of product and then add more if you need to. Don't start with a lot of product and then try and blend it out. And then I'm going to go in with another concealer. I'm just going to let this set, because if I apply my foundation directly afterwards, this hasn't dried yet, so if I apply my foundation directly afterwards, it's not going to be cute. It's just going to move around as well. So I'm just going to start with the rest of my face along, and I'm going to start with this concealer. It's also the L'Oreal Infallible, but this is in the shade 335, so this is caramel. And then I'm going to go in with a shade that's lighter than that, so it's also the L'Oreal Infallible, but this is in the shade 333, so this is just gonna highlight me nicely. I'm just taking some of the lighter shade and applying it here, and then I'm gonna go in with the shade 323, which is Fawn, and I'm just gonna apply some of that on my eyelid. So the reason I've used this lighter concealer is because I want the eyeshadow to, or rather my eyeshadow to pop. If I used this lighter concealer under my eyes, it would just make me look like really white, because it's not really my shade. But because I'm going to apply eyeshadow over this, it's perfect. And then I'm going to go in with some of my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 332. So I didn't do this very neatly when I applied my foundation. I just do it whichever way, because I'm still gonna blend it, but if you like to do yours neatly, please do that. Then I'm just gonna use this honey shade for my contour. I actually think it's a little bit light. So this contouring shade is a little bit light, so what I'm gonna do is go in with a shade that's slightly darker. This is in the shade 339. It's also the L'Oreal Infallible Do that. Little untidy. So that blender was cute, but it was too big. Ooh, delicious, darling. I love, love, love. Oopsie. Guys, I love, love, love a good foundation application. And I think that my foundation application has gotten a lot better since I've started priming my skin more. I love it. I love it. I love it. I adore it. I adore it. Yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, yeah. Whoa. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at the material. Look at the material. Look at the material. Sorry. Guys. Also, when you get to the part that you color corrected, don't press too hard because you don't want to move that product around for in case it's still slightly wet. I just want to apply a little more concealer, tiny bit. So I'm going to apply some of this. This is the Maybelline Fit Me powder. It's a compact powder. So I'm just going to apply some of this once I've done, or rather once I've blended my concealer. Guys, when you're doing this part, make sure you just tap lightly because you don't want to move that product around because it's not set yet. And next I'm going to bake, and I'm going to use my Black Opal Invisible Oil Blocking Powder. While that is setting, I'm going to start with my eye makeup. So I'm going to use my Beauty Treats palette. I think this one is called the 24 colors or something. I got it at Discam. But I'm going to start, what am I going to start with? This light gray. See, this has got lots of nice grays. So I'm just going to start with that gray. Guys, so my next two videos are going to be, I'm not sure what order they'll be in, but I'd like to do an everyday, I don't wear makeup every day, but when I say every day, I mean like a look that's very quick and easy to do, something simple yet cute. So I'm gonna film that, and I'm also gonna do a beginner's makeup tutorial with like products that you may need. It's very windy outside, I'm sorry if you can hear that, but yeah, so those are the two tutorials that I'd like to film. If you guys have any questions, the wind, if it's not the wind, it's the birds, but if you guys have any questions, just let me know, or rather just leave them in the comments below. If there's anything you'd like me to cover, I will definitely do that. So the first one is going to be, or rather one of them is going to be a beginner's makeup tutorial with like products that you may need and how to do certain things if you are a beginner. And the next one is going to be an everyday makeup look. I think it should be like maybe a 10 to 15 minute look that you can do every day if you want to be cute. It'll just be like some foundation, some concealer, some powder, maybe some cute eyeshadow and some lippy. So yeah, if you guys want me to touch on anything in that, just let me know. Guys, I really love this look, and it's funny because it came about, I was literally sitting in my room. I was like, I want to do my makeup, but I don't know what look I want to do. And then I saw the scarf. I have the scarf in my room. It's actually my mom's. And I looked at it and I was like, I've never done a grey silver look. So I got out of bed and I sat. This was like at night. And I sat, I did my makeup. I didn't want to film it because I wasn't sure how it would come out. Then it came out great. So I was like, okay, I got to do this again. So now I'm doing it. And then I'm going to go in with this darker grey shade. So we started with that one. And then we're going to go in with that one. Actually, I think I'm going to mix these two. So I'll mix those two as my next, or rather the next colors that I go in with. I just want to blend that nicely. And then the last grey that I want to go in with is this one in my, let me show you guys, sorry, my Makeup Revolution Integrity palette. And so I'm just going to go in with some of that grey. It's got a bit of a shimmy, which I like. So I'm just going to apply some of that. Okay, that's cute, that's cute, that's cute. Next, I'm going to remove the excess eyeshadow that's in the center of my eye. So, is this the right way? Yes. And the reason I'm doing that is because sometimes if you apply too much product on your eyelids, you can get creasing. So now I'm going to go in with some concealer and some more eyeshadow, and I don't want it to crease. So I'm just going to go in with some of that lighter concealer, the one I used at the beginning in the shade 323. That's the lightest one. I'm just going to apply it on the area that I removed the excess. This part usually takes me a little longer because I'm very particular about this concealer. So they're quite close. They're like cousins, not sisters, and that's okay. A little bit higher so my eye can open up nicely. And I'm just gonna tap that nicely to remove any excess concealer and to just blend it as much as I can. And then I'm just going to go in with some eyeshadow from my Kangol palette. I'm just going to go in with the shade. It's like a white shade. So that one over there. And then I'm just going to use my Essence Crystal Power palette. So I'm just going to go in with some of that shade. It's like a white. Let me show you guys. It's like a white silvery jelly. Very pretty. That is basically what it looks like. So I'm just gonna apply some of that. Ooh, ooh, darling. It really is the pigment for me. Darling, sweetie. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. I hope you can. But do you see the difference between the two eyes? The shimmy. Oh, I love when that happens. I love it. I love it. Guys, if you're blending glitter, like if ever you're blending and there's glitter involved, something I've realized is if you use a flat brush, it's better than if you... the wind. Then if you use this brush, like I tried blending it now, blending the gray. The gray's also got a bit of a shimmy. I tried blending the gray into the white and it wasn't working, but I find that when I use this brush, let me show you the difference. If I use this brush, it's way easier. Okay, so everything's nice and cute. And now I'm going to apply my eyelashes. So while my eyelash glue is drying, I just want to apply some mascara, and I'm using my Black Opal Boldacious mascara. Next, I'm just going to remove that excess powder. And then I'm just going to go in with some of this Yardley powder. This is a compact powder. It's actually used for setting your foundation and your concealer, but I'm going to use that for my contour, and it's in the shade Almond. And then I'm going to go in with these two pinks in my Essence Be Royal Not Cute palette. And then I'm just going to go in with these two pinks in my Essence Crystal Power palette. I like this one because it's got a highlight as well, so it's very cute. Gorgeous. And then I'm going to go in with some of that grey for my under eye. Prep and Prime Fix Plus Spray just to set my makeup. And there you have it, lovelies, today's tutorial. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you have any comments, do leave them in the comment section below. And like I said, if you have anything that you'd like me to talk about or any questions that you have that you'd like me to answer in my next tutorials, do let me know. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.